Derby County and Paul Warne are preparing for their second pre-season. Derby County are looking to try and survive in the Championship next season. With a whole host of new signings needed, Derby County need to get their foot on the gas. But with players still on holiday, those things are not quite ready yet. But what is ready to talk about is the 3 already planned pre-season friendlies, the kit release which comes on the 27th or 28th of this month, and the fixture release, which I believe comes on Wednesday morning. Now, if that is something that you're entertained by watching, make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video. And why not give me a like on this video and a subscription to the channel. It is completely free. So make sure you hit that button down below or in this top corner and let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Derby County have 3 pre-season friendlies lined up. They have a game against Matlock Town, 1 against Stockport and 1 against Chesterfield. Now, I personally do not believe that 3 pre-season games is enough to get your players up to fitness, up to sharpness, ready for the start of the season. I am personally of the understanding and the belief that Derby County will probably get 2 more friendlies in there, in between probably the Chesterfield game and the first game of the season, maybe even a Tuesday game the week before the season starts, because obviously you can play your fringe players who probably aren't going to play that first game of the season. We start off our pre-season campaign versus Matlock Town at Matlock Town Stadium. Derby County and Matlock have a really good relationship, and for the upcoming season, Derby County's under... So if you have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below or in this top corner to stay tuned for all of the latest Derby County and EFL content heading your way over the next few weeks. We're edging ever closer to the start of the Championship and League One campaign, and those videos will be coming soon enough. If you are interested in dropping a question for the Q&A, you can either drop it down in the comments and put at the end of it Q&A in brackets, and I'll add that to the list. But I am going to be posting sort of like a Google Forms link over on Twitter and on the YouTube community page for you to input your questions anonymously, because I know some people would prefer that. So if that is something you're interested in, make sure you go and drop those questions once that has dropped. It might have already dropped before this video, so just go and check out the channel page to go and see where you can drop your questions. Side will be using Matlock Town's home ground to play their games. I do believe that you can purchase a season ticket for the under-21s. I believe it is around £20. Derby County's second friendly is versus Stockport County. As we know, Derby County are going on a pre-season trip to Spain, and that is where they will face Stockport County. The idea of the Spain trip is to build fitness and connections within the team, to build that chemistry and cohesion that you need to fight for each other and to win football matches. They'll also be working on a few technical and fitness aspects as they head towards the start of that new Championship campaign. The final pre-season friendly is one against Chesterfield. It is a massive, massive game for Derby County, as at the moment it is the final game heading into the start of the Championship campaign. I personally believe that Derby County need a couple more, but at the moment we only have 3. Now, this Chesterfield game will be the final one where we should see the main starting 11 play at least 75 minutes of the game. As we all know, Derby County players will be aiming to hit 45 minutes, 60 minutes and then full 90 minutes. So will be interesting to see what players do hit that 90-minute threshold in that final game, or maybe even before. Now, let's get on to talking about the fixture release. I believe the fixtures come out tomorrow, but it might be Thursday morning. You'll have to let me know down in the comments, so I am about for that. But obviously, Derby County head back to the Championship for the first time. I personally believe that we're going to face Plymouth Argyle at home on the first game of the season, or Leeds United. I just think it's one of those where there has to be some sort of relationship between it. I did originally think it was going to be Hull City, but then with Liam Rosenior moving on, it just doesn't make as much sense anymore. So it's going to be really interesting to see how those fixtures do line up. I'm really interested to see who we've got at the start, who we've finished the season against, and whether we're home or away. We usually don't have home games for the final game of the season, but obviously last season we did, and the final season of the Championship we did, so we're very interested to see how that one does play out. So this season, Derby County have a brand new kit manufacturer. They have gone from Umbro to Puma, and I'm really interested to see how this one does play out. Puma have developed some of the best kits in world football over recent years, despite some controversy over logos, badges and things like that. I do believe that Puma produce really nice kits. I'm really intrigued by the new sponsors with FanHub, who I believe is founded by a big Derby County fan, so that is absolutely massive. There is another sponsor, new sponsor, Tonic. I believe it is something to do with weight loss surgery. I've got absolutely no idea what it is, so it'll be really interesting to see how that looks on the kit, because I think a sponsor can make or break a kit. Because obviously you go back a few years and Derby County had, was it Just Eat or something, in that red box in the middle, and I just think it ruined the shirt. And then obviously you had 32 Red. They had a range of different sponsor styles on the shirt as well, which I wasn't too keen on. But what will the kit look like? That's the big thing that I want to know. Obviously, there's been some templates dropped from fans who are in sort of that sort of creative space, and they've dropped designs that they think it could be based on the leaked pictures that have come out from FanHub themselves, and the club have released certain pictures which sort of give away what the kit is. I was really intrigued to have sort of like a different coloured home kit. I was sort of hoping for a black home kit. We've not had one of them for a long time really, so it would be really interesting to see us go to a more predominantly black than a predominantly white shirt. I know some people would probably kick off about that, but for me, I quite like it. I think it's fairly decent to have a bit of a switch up every now and then. Now, obviously, you've then got to talk about the away and third kit. Now, I'm not too fussed about having a bit of a bland home shirt if it means the away and third kit are a lot more spectacular, shall you say. Now, we've obviously not had pretty much design capabilities in the recent years, obviously as a result of administration. We picked our template really late for not last season, the season before, and then that then has a knock-on effect. So now we're moving manufacturers. It'd be really interesting to see what Puma are going to be able to do. Obviously, there's been some Puma kits come out already. I've seen Port Vales. I think that looks quite nice. You'll have to let me know your thoughts on that down in the comment section. But for me, so long as it's nice, it's neat, I'd be quite happy with it. So I always buy the home shirt anyway. Always wear my home shirt to a game. So it'll be really interesting to see how that one does go. Now, obviously, if we do start to look ahead to this upcoming campaign, what is going to be the situation on the channel? So obviously, as you know, last season I made match day vlogs, match day previews, game reviews when I wasn't at the game. So obviously this is going to be something which is going to continue on the channel. As you probably noticed towards the back end of last season, I started doing League One content to fit in with the Derby stuff I was doing as well. And the League One content is something that is going to stay on the channel. And I'm also going to add in, obviously, Championship content for obviously the season as it progresses. We'll be doing game week reviews, game week previews. So what we're essentially going to do is the exact same platform that I've got for League One, what I did last season. We're going to flip that over and just do it again in the Championship, and we're going to try and do it all together, see what we can do. Obviously, it might mean some days you have 2 videos a day, some days you might only have 1. So but the plan is to stick with daily uploads. I'm hoping that over the summer I'm going to start uploading regularly, daily, over on my F1 channel. I've not really got that channel set up and sorted yet, so you can go over and subscribe. I will put a link down in the description so you can go and check that out. There's no videos on there at the moment, but that is something that I'm planning to do over the next few weeks. So obviously, yeah, so the channel next year, it's going to be really busy. We're getting to that point of the season where it's about to start. We will have a Derby County preview for the season once we get sort of a week before the season starts, we'll probably have that one out. We're going to do a championship predictions video, and then we'll obviously preview the championship season, and we're going to do the same for League One as well. So if that is some content that you are interested in watching, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.